Hello, Faith family. It's Pastor Adam. Just want to say hello to you and to update you on the current happenings in the life of our church. Normally on Wednesdays, you would be receiving an emailed weekly update, but for the next few weeks, you're going to be receiving a video update from me just as a personal way to communicate with you. Since we can't be together, just want to personally communicate with you the happenings and announcements that is going on in our church. Psalm 46 says that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And so as we find ourselves in a very strange and unique situation in our world right now, just want to encourage all of us to lean into God as our help and our refuge and our strength. Many of us are finding ourselves maybe with a little extra time. This is an opportunity for us to connect with God in extra time in His Word and in prayer. And so I want to encourage all of us to take advantage of this time that God has given us as an opportunity to personally connect with Him. In light of the recent concerns in our community about the COVID-19 virus, we want to let you know that we are taking very seriously and using every precaution to keep our faith family healthy. And so church is going to continue to look very different over the next few Sundays. And here's how. First of all, this week's sermon is going to be live streamed at 10:30. I want to thank you for your patience and your grace with us as we experience some technical difficulties in our live stream this past week. We think we've gotten that ironed out, and so this week our sermon will be live streamed on YouTube. You don't need an account. You won't need to sign into anything. You will be emailed a link, and you can just click on that link at 10:30 on Sunday. And you can join us for a time in God's Word as we'll actually be wrapping up our series on prayer this Sunday, talking about what about unanswered prayer? What does it mean when God does not answer our prayers? And so it will be a good time in God's Word together. So I hope you will join us at 10:30 with that link on YouTube, and we'll just enjoy a time in God's Word together. If you have the opportunity, I would definitely encourage you to invite someone to join with you on YouTube. You can email that link out to them, and it's just a way for us to enjoy each other's company virtually and to also be together in studying God's Word in prayer. Also wanted to let you know that we have online giving activated and available. If you go to our church website, leawoodbaptist.com, you will notice on our website on the upper right-hand corner, it says Give Online. You can click where it says Give Online, and you can fill out that form, and you can give online, and we would much appreciate that. It's going to be important for us as we continue down this path over the next few weeks, for all of us to give generously so we can support the ministries of our church, but ministries outside our church, missions outside our church. And so I want to encourage all of us to worship God through giving. And then all remaining meetings in the month of April will be canceled. There'll be no meetings. There'll be no small groups meeting as well. And so thank you for your understanding on that, as we're just doing our best to keep everyone as healthy as possible. Many of you have asked, in your graciousness, you've asked how you can help, and just appreciate that servant attitude that so many of you have during this situation. So here's a few different ways that you can help. First of all, and most importantly, is to pray. Continue to pray that if it's God's will that He would slow the spread of the virus, that He would stop the spread of the virus, and then also be praying for those who are most vulnerable to the virus, that they wouldn't get it, and that their health would stay well, and that the Lord would protect them. Second of all, check in on each other. One of the beauties of the church is personal relationships that we have with one another, and that continues to be very limited. And so please check in on each other through phone calls, text messages, emails, social media. And if you need anything, please let your pastors and deacons know. We want to serve you, so please don't be shy or hesitate to ask us for help, and we'll do everything possible to help you out. And thank you to those of you who are reaching out to those in our faith family and asking how they're doing and how you can help. And then finally, serve. Serve your neighbors, your coworkers, your family. God has given us an incredible opportunity to rise up as the church in the middle of this uncertain time to show how our hope is truly found in Jesus and the gospel. And so I would encourage you to get really creative on how you can serve your neighbors there in your neighborhood. God has placed each one of us to be the missionaries and the ministers in our neighborhood. And so find a creative way to serve your neighbors. That might be leaving toilet paper on their front porch or some hand sanitizer. Get creative in how you can serve your neighbors so you have an opportunity to build relationships with them and able to spiritually connect and have spiritual conversations with your neighbors. And then finally, church family, thank you. Thank you so much for your continued flexibility and your servant attitude. This is a really, like I said, strange time that we are finding ourselves in. But just want to thank you for your flexibility as we continue to go through these uncharted waters together as a faith family. And we hope to be able to gather again soon. But until then, let's be the church scattered until we can be the church gathered. We love you, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you.